to In the Library with Marsha and Adrian, brought to you by the Bedford Branch of the Monroe County Public Library System in Monroe County, Michigan.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather,
We have time until 9. I want a quick name.
Welcome to the inaugural Bedford Library Podcast, or as my co-host Marsha Langendorfer has introduced it, the Bedford Business, which we will probably also call the Marsha Show, but those of you who've met Marsha will understand that. My name is Adrian Childress. I'm a reference librarian here at the Bedford Branch of the Monroe County Library, and my partner in crime here is
Marsha Langendorfer, and as Adrian said, most of you probably already know who I am or recognize my voice. Most people hear me before they see me, and Adrian is pretty awesome. We've talked about doing a podcast for a while, and he's making things happen at the Bedford Library. I'll just say that, making things happen.
I'm doing my best. Mostly Marsha throws things at me until I start, so
Yeah, I just keep him working.
trying to save myself some concussions. Okay, so at this point, we're going to transition into some events and happenings at our library, and then we'll be back with you just after that. And then we'll bicker.
Sounds great. It's a plan. Well, I'll start then with some of the things going on at the library. First and foremost, I want to remind everyone that you can go to our website of mymcls.com, my Monroe County Library System. If you're from my classes, you know I like to put that to the YMCA, and we do hand movements, but you can just go to our website to find all of this information. We have a lot going on. I tell people something every day. There's something for everyone, and there's something every day. So you can, if you're old school like me and you like a flyer or you like someone to tell you, that's great. And if you are, techie and you want to just jump on the website and check out our calendar, that's great too. But just to hit some of the highlights, I'm just going to list some of the programs and when they happen, and you can check it out if you need to remember the time or the location. So yoga with Diane is in the community room on Mondays from 3 to 4:30 every Monday, and then Tai Chi is Tuesday mornings in the same room starting at 10:30. She does ask if you're new to come a little sooner, like 10 o'clock, and they take a $1 donation that they give to our friends group at that program. And our Bedford Flower and Garden meet the first Wednesday of each month at 6 if you would like to be a part of that. We have a new program coming up that's taking place. It's a one-time program for now on February 4th. It's a Saturday night from 5 to 8 after hours called Grown Up Gaming. Do you want to tap back in for this, or do you want me to just talk about it a little more? This is, so we do a lot of different gaming programs for the kids after school, like video games, D&D, chess club, other things. But for grown-up gaming, we're asking that this be just that, grown-ups. You know, when you love to play games, but your husband hates them, or you can never find friends that want to play, we're going to provide that. We're going to have some people here after hours. If you want to do some grown-up gaming, show up. You can bring your own games, and we will provide some as well. Paws and Pages, this is also very popular. This is once a month. It's the first Thursday of every month. So the next one is taking place on February 2nd in the evening, beginning at 6:45. This is Paws, P-A-W-S, because we're librarians and we love clever wordplay. And this is the trained service dogs. So you can come in and read to them. You can block out 15-minute reading blocks or whatever they have available, and you can come just love on the dogs and read to them. Super popular in the round room. And the round room itself is just beautiful. Any chance you can go to a program there, I say do it. Excel Basics is coming up. We have a computer class coming up, also with Adrian. He does a little bit of everything around here, basically everything. And if you want computer classes and computer help, we have device advice that takes place. We have a lot of regular computer help available on the reference desk. Chess Club, that has kicked off and has been great. That's on Tuesdays, every Tuesday, beginning at 2:30. There will be like an after-school crowd there, but it's for all ages. Goes until 6. And yeah, it's right on the middle of the library by the fireplace. We've had a great turnout for that. So come on in and bring your chess skills on Tuesdays. Reading for Rabbits, that happens every other Monday, also in the round room in the children's area. This is a great program from Sunshine Acres, if you're familiar. They are individuals, residents and individuals with special needs, and they bring these rabbit program, and you can come and you can meet the individuals, you can love the rabbits, they get them out, you can pet them, play with them. They are coming Every other Monday, I believe at 11. Check the calendar. They've changed their times a little bit with the new year. We have Lego Club that meets on Tuesdays. We have at 4 o'clock. We have Teen and Games, Tag. Those are Thursdays right after school at 2:30. And then book clubs. We have so many book clubs that we were going to start to list them all, and it's amazing. There's a book club for everyone. There are Just the Facts if you are a nonfiction reader, Girls Night Out. If you like something a little saucier, we have an AM or a PM book club if you're not a morning person or you can't come until after work. I have a book club that meets at Quimby's, Books on Tap. If you don't even want to come to the library at all, you can come the first Tuesday of every month. So that will be February 7th of this coming month. And we meet at Quimby's at 7. And then watch for a couple other things. We have a concert coming in May. In February, we're doing this wonderful new program for us called Hygge. It's a Danish program about relaxation. And so we're going to have hot drinks and puzzles and coloring and crafts all by the fireplace. And you can just come in and things are just going to be set out as a passive program. You can enjoy the fire, especially if the snow is falling and it's dark, and it's just cozy. It's meant to be cozy. Should I talk a little bit about that? Okay. We also have programs at all of our surrounding branches too. I won't go into a lot of details. I feel like if you live in Dundee or you live in Monroe and you don't feel like making the drive, although you should, it's worth it. If you don't feel like coming to Bedford, we have programs all around the county.
Good people do.
So don't forget to check out the mymcls.com, look at the events calendar, because again, not just Bedford, all of our branches. If you are interested in knitting and crochet, you can meet at the Frenchtown-Dixie branch. Although I guess we have a knitting club too, now that I mention that out loud. The Circle of Friends Quilt Group meets in Monroe at the Frenchtown-Dixie branch. There is an adult color and chat also at Frenchtown-Dixie. They will be celebrating the Chinese New Year at the Dorsch Library. Soup's On at the Dundee Library. Chair yoga and Ida, and cards and coffee at the Summerfield Petersburg branch on Wednesdays at 1. Those are just a few. We really have something for everyone every single day. So make sure you check it out at mymcls.com, calendar of events. Back to you, Adrian.
All right. And things going on in the community that might be of interest. If you have any interest in the amateur radio, the Monroe County Radio Communications Association is offering a one-day amateur radio course to earn your technician class license. That's going February 11th from 8:30 to 4 p.m. For our ladies out there, the Women of Bedford United is having their 27th annual Vanity Fair High Tea. That's going to be going on February 25th, noon to 3 at Leroy's Hall in LaSalle. As far as the state is concerned, if you're interested in ice, I'm not. Marsha?
We actually talked about going this weekend, so I guess I kind of am.
Okay, well, the Tecumseh Ice Fest is going on January 21st and 22nd.
You're not selling it. They do ice sculptures with chainsaws. Now you might reconsider.
I mean, I like chainsaws.
Me too.
By the time you're listening to this, it's probably long over, but hey. Other things going on. The 54th annual I-500 snowmobile race is going on January 29th to February 4th, all the way up in Sault Ste. Marie if you feel like taking a drive. More locally, in Toledo, Arena Cross will be at the Huntington Center January 21st at 7 p.m. You'll pay for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. For coffee drinkers out there, I like coffee. Marsha?
I don't really drink coffee. I don't need coffee, Adrian.
Marsha does not need coffee, but Coffee Quest 2023 in Toledo will start on January 23rd. If you visit 20 of 21 coffee shops, you can win a t-shirt, and you will be mucho caffeinated. Meet the Press Lunch and Learn will be going on at the Toledo Library Thursday, January 26th at the main branch. All right, I think that's all the community goings-on we have. Do you know of anything going on?
A couple things. Well, I'm going out to the Hollywood Casino this weekend. Again, by the time you're listening to this, might be long gone. There's a couple of different bands going on out there. That's also in Toledo and the surrounding area. But there is just so much local things. I feel like as we continue this podcast, we'll explore something different every time.
She says continue this podcast, but if she wins big at the casino, I'm never going to see her again. So,
Goodbye forever.
You'll know how it goes. All right, so we're going to do a very quick Bedford history fact for you all, just so that you get to know our community that much better. The township of Bedford was organized in 1836. That's it. That's what I got for you today. Short, sweet, to the point. 1836. You can all put that to memory. The birthday is coming up next month. I should have written that down, but I will try to have that for next time because I know it's a little over a month away.
Are we having a birthday party? A Bedford birthday party?
I am trying to work on one, yes, as a matter of
Bedford
fact.
birthday bash. Watch for it. It's coming
Yeah.
up. I like alliteration.
We're going to try and get that on the calendar. Watch for it. Okay, so Marsha thought at this point there was going to be no interview because we don't have any guests on the podcast today. That is not true. I prepared some interview questions to ask Marsha. So welcome today's guest, Marsha Langendorfer.
Well, thank you, Adrian. Thank you for having me. This is a surprise guest today, but I'm up to the task.
She's as surprised as anybody, and so we're going to ask her a series of deep, in-depth questions so that we can get to know local librarian Marsha Langendorfer.
All right.
Okay, so if you were an animal, what animal would you be and why?
I guess I would go with a dog because I love dogs, but also because I feel like they're always happy, they get to sleep a lot, lay around, and they're a lot of fun. So I'm going to go with dog.
Here, you heard it here first, folks. She wants to just slobber everywhere. All right, if you could have any superpower, what superpower would you have?
I would like a lot of superpower. I've always thought, like moving things with my mind or blowing stuff up, but then I feel like that could be dangerous for me. So maybe I should go with something like reading minds, Adrian. I'd like to read your mind.
You would find it's an empty wasteland. Okay, so if you were a brand, what would be your motto?
Ooh, I don't know. I guess this isn't really a brand, but I always said if I wrote a memoir, it would be making this up as I go. I don't know that that's a very good brand, but I'm going to go with it. And this is perfect. This is very topical because I had no idea this was coming, and I'm making this up as I go.
She loves to improvise, folks. She loves to improvise. All right. Choose red or yellow.
Red.
Why?
Brighter. I don't know. Loud.
That sounds about right.
Colorful.
Sounds about right. Okay. Am I a good interviewer?
Yes, you are a good interview. This is very fun. You're making this very easy.
All right, let's see what else we've got going on. That's all the interview questions I had prepared today. Give Marsha a round of applause.
Yay! Thank you, Adrian.
We can't hear if you're applauding. We'll just assume you are. It's fine. All right, so
I can do this. All right, so the couple things. I mentioned the Friends of the Library earlier when I talked about Tai Chi and how they take $1 donation for our Friends group. I always love to say everything at the library is free, which it generally is. Your card is free, check out books for free. All of our online databases, which we'll get into later, everything is free at the library. They do take $1 donation that they give to our Friends group, and we have our book sale going on, which also operates off of donations. And we have a wonderful group of friends that will elaborate on more in the coming podcast, but they do, so everything that we get donations of books and then they turn around and sell them for donations and they use that money and it stays locally. They provide us with stuff for programs, shelving units, anything we need for different parts of the library, sometimes snacks, sometimes they bring presenters, authors. So check out our bookshop. It is a lovely operation. I always joke, it's wonderful because most people who buy the books from us turn around and donate them right back. So we have great regulars that come in. So check out our bookstore. There's a bookstore, there's carts outside of the bookstore. There are, if you don't have a card, if you're from Toledo and you want to come on down, that's another great option for you. We do have a book sale coming up. So I don't have the exact dates on that. And blood drive, we'll have a blood drive coming up too. But our friends are great. You can join the friends. You can attend any of their meetings. They are open meetings. Stop and check out the bookshop and check out things about the library. Their next meeting is on January 24th at 3 o'clock. If you want to learn more about our friends or become one, better yet, become one, that's the way and the time to do it.
I don't think Marsha knew that. I think she's just reading it off the sheet of paper I prepared. Yay for preparedness. Anyway, so if you would like to be a guest on this podcast, we are looking for people who are interested. We're going to solicit some people, but please feel free to stop into your Bedford Branch Library and tell them you'd like to be a guest on the Bedford podcast. Name is in progress. Okay, so I'm going to leave you all with a trivia question so that you can all mull on this until our next podcast, which should be in about 2 weeks, maybe, unless Marsha wins it big at the casino.
Then never.
So, when were Nike's Air Jordan shoes first released to the public? Do you know the answer?
No.
Marsha does not know the answer. See if you do. All right. This has been Adrian Childress and
Marsha Langendorfer.
And we will hopefully catch you next time. Maybe we'll know what we're doing.
This has been In the Library with Marsha and Adrian, brought to you by the Bedford Branch of the Monroe County Public Library System. Our opening and closing theme is Off to Osaka by Kevin MacLeod, used with Creative Commons permissions. This episode was recorded on January 20th of 2023.
Just another podcast.